and welcome to Cyberchase Green It Up, where it's time to be a nature explorer. My name is Carly, and we are here today at Indy Urban Acres, a project of the Parks Alliance of Indianapolis. And we are going to learn a little bit more about the food that's grown here and what happens to that food when maybe it looks a little bit different than we might expect it to. And we have Tyler here with us today to explain a little bit more about that. Thanks, Tyler.
Thanks for coming out.
So can you first explain where exactly we are right now? Sure.
You're standing at Indy Urban Acres. We're an urban farm in the city. We've got a highway on one side of us, a neighborhood on the other, and we're growing dozens and dozens of different things out here. Zucchini, watermelon, tomatoes, peppers, onions, potatoes, a little bit of everything.
And when you pick those vegetables, do they always look exactly the same when you harvest them?
No, they don't. For instance, with this Swiss chard, I like to eat it, but so does a lot of other things too.
It's got a few holes in it, I see.
Yeah, a few holes, insects, a little bugs, sometimes even rabbits come out and like to have a nibble on our food.
So is that still okay to eat?
This is perfectly fine to eat. This will taste just the same and just as good, just as nutritious.
So sometimes, you might see something that doesn't look exactly right. You might decide to throw it in the trash. Are there other things you could do with that?
Oh, yeah, you can get creative. Let's just say you can't or don't want to eat it. You could put it into a compost pile and make beautiful compost that will feed your plants in the future.
So it sounds like the best way that we can help prevent food waste from imperfect foods is to just eat the food, because it's still good to eat, make something else out of it, use it for compost, or do something else with that food. Make sure it doesn't go to waste, right?
Right. Just eat the food.
Even if it's got some holes in it, you can still eat the food. Well, thank you so much, Tyler. I know I learned a lot, and I hope you did too. And the next time you see a fruit or vegetable that looks a little funny, still try and give it a taste, and it might just taste as good as a regular looking one. So thank you. Let's learn a little bit more about imperfect foods as we watch the clip from Cyberchase Giving Thanks Day, where the Cyberchase squad learns that a lot of food is wasted on the farm because people aren't buying it. And while you're watching the clip, I want you to see if you can use your observation skills to figure out why there's so much leftover food. Let's take a look.
Okay, so we didn't get a pumpkin from Hackard. There's gotta be a good pumpkin we can use. I mean, look at them all.
But they're all dented and bruised.
And ugly.
Not this one. Oh.
Forget about it. It's got a huge dent in it.
Wait, only part of it is dented. The rest looks okay.
Guess you're right.
No way! If we use this ugly pumpkin, your perfect pumpkin pie won't be perfect.
Hang on, Didge. I don't use the outer shell for my pie. Maybe I'll just cut around the dented part.
If you can do that, it doesn't really matter what the outside looks like, right?
Right.
Any luck finding what you're looking for?
Maybe. Can we please have one of these damaged pumpkins?
Absolutely. You would not believe how much food I have left over because people think it's too ugly to eat, and not just pumpkins.
Really? How much food could there be?
Follow me.
Whoa!
That's a lot of food.
Oh, gosh, there's so much waste here. Can't you use any of this?
Well, I compost some of it, and some I feed to my animals. But this happens every season.
Can some of this be eaten?
Sure. In fact, most of it can.
Then why doesn't anyone buy it?
Because everyone wants the most perfect-looking fruits and veggies they can find. Even though imperfect ones taste just as good, and they're just as healthy.
I felt the same way. I didn't want to use an ugly pumpkin.
Me too, guilty.
Oh, I think we're all guilty.
Just think, if we used all of this imperfect food, we could make enough dinner for everyone in cyberspace.
Great idea! Let's invite everyone in cyberspace to a Giving Thanks Day dinner right here on Cornucopia.
Yeah! We can use all this food and cook it all together!
If it's okay with you, Farmer Stewart.
Okay? It's better than okay. And there's a lot more food just like this out in the fields.
Brilliant!
Were you able to figure out why so much food was wasted on the farm? How did Jackie use her dented pumpkin? And what different ways could you think of to reduce food waste? Now that you've learned a little bit more about imperfect foods, I'm going to test your food knowledge by showing you a few different cards that have a really zoomed in image of a fruit or vegetable. And then I want you to use your observation and prediction skills to see if you can predict what each of those foods is. And create a picture in your mind about what you think that food might look like, and then I'll flip the card around and see if you're correct. Are you ready? All right, here is our first fruit. We have a fruit here, and what colors do you see? I see a little bit of red and yellow. What fruit do you think this might be, and what clues do you see that might tell you what kind of fruit it is? Do you know what fruit you think it might be? And what do you think that fruit might look like? All right, you ready? We're gonna turn this around and see if you're correct. It's an apple. If you guessed apple, you're correct. So let's take a look. Do you notice anything unusual about this apple? You might see a small brown spot on one side of the apple. Even though it has a little bit of a spot, it might look a little bit different than some of the apples you normally see. This apple is perfectly okay to eat, even though it has a little spot on it. All right, good job guessing the apple. Here's our next food. Any predictions about what this food might be? What kind of clues do you see that tell you what kind of food it is? All right, are you ready? Have an image in your mind of what you think it might look like. If you guessed bell pepper, you'd be correct. Oh my gosh, look at that bell pepper. It's kind of crooked and twisted around and definitely looks a lot different than the bell peppers I usually see. But I bet if you took a bite into this bell pepper, it would taste just as good. All right, ready for our last one? Here's our last vegetable. What vegetable do you think that this might be? And what clues do you see that tell you what vegetable it is? All right, do you have a picture in your mind of what vegetable this is and what you think it might look like? Let's see. It's a carrot. Wow, look at that carrot. It actually looks like two carrots that are kind of twisted up together. Would you eat a carrot like that? It looks a little bit funny, but again, I bet it tastes just as good as a normal carrot that you might see. So now that you've tested your knowledge of these different types of food, you can look at foods that you have around your house or at school or wherever you are now, or next time you're at the grocery store, maybe pick up a carrot that looks a little bit different. And you can take it home, do a taste test, maybe even put a blindfold on, and see if it tastes the same or different than you might predict. Thanks so much for learning about imperfect foods with us today. And thanks to Indy Urban Acres and the Parks Alliance of Indianapolis for having us out today. If you want to learn more or do more Cyberchase Green It Up activities, go to WFYI.org/curiosityclub. We'll see you next time.